Welcome back to another episode of Wheel to Wheel. Case, it's so good to see you, dude.
You too, bro.
In your designer hoodie, dude. So sick.
Yeah. Dude, I'm rich.
Okay. That's why we cover the sport, though, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I guess we start off with the biggest thing people care about, which is our little competition with each other. It is officially 5-2.
Yep.
We both had Oscar winning. You had Max second. I had Lando second, and then vice versa. I get 2 points for calling Lando second place. We were kind of talking about the race just before we hit record. You called it. You just said DRS train kind of carried that situation.
Yeah, it kind of got out of hand. I mean, Max had a gigantic lead. You had the pack for what, two? Was it 2, 3, and 4? Lewis was kind of just around. Like, I don't feel like he ever got close enough to make a real threat, but there was good racing moments. It was cool for the championship, I guess. I mean, we can cover a little bit of the sprint too.
It's
And
cool
the
if you
McLaren wipeout, but
yeah. I mean, it was cool for the championship if like you want it to be cool for the championship, but like
yeah.
my dogs always decide to come in as soon as we start recording. But yeah, I don't know. The sprint was great. I mean, out of bias alone, I mean, we had Carlos Sainz in the Williams placed third, so it's
Yeah,
just,
that was huge.
that was sweet.
Yep.
And then Lewis was fourth, Charles was fifth. Really good weekend for Ferrari. So you must be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good weekend for Red Bull too, though. Yuki finished like well within the points, which kind of sucks for Ferrari, but it is what it is. I mean, it was good. I thought the sprint was great. There was good racing. Like I said, the McLaren problem, I guess we call it, into turn one. Double wipeout kind of ruins it for them, but at the same time, it keeps that battle interesting. I mean, we're at Oscar with 346, Lando with 332, and here comes Max. He's got to be perfect.
I hate it. Papaya Rules is officially ruining everything.
Dude, yeah, wait, hold on. Before we get into all that, there was the whole thing about the consequences. Did you read about that?
I did not read about that.
Is basically because of whatever happened a couple weeks ago that as a result of that, there was going to be consequences for Lando, I think, going into this. But then Oscar really didn't make a mistake. He kind of got hit and ran into Lando. But their article came out today that said that the consequences have been dealt with and that they're starting with a clean slate now. So I got no idea.
So that means nothing changes. They're always at a clean slate if there's no driver number one.
Yeah. I mean, if the consequences are dealt with in some shape or form, they're just back to normal. And it's going to be what I guess it already was.
I think the issue is if Oscar had out-qualified and outperformed at this race, they would have favored Oscar, I think, because of how crappy the situation was with Lando passing and making contact. Sure. But that never happened. So because of that, we're kind of stuck where we are right now, where everything is – people are getting consequences and things are happening, but in reality, nothing has changed.
Yeah. No, nothing new there. On a different note, kind of a not so great weekend for Mercedes. I definitely feel for Kimi. I totally feel for Carlos. We touched on that. He finished third in the sprint and then got totally taken out in the race, which sucks. But Kimi went for a bold move. George Russell had a good comment yesterday or today, last couple of days. He said that really the only real racing right now, because of how competitive all these cars are, is qualifying, which that's not even racing, and going into turn one. He's like, if I was, 800ths of a second faster, I qualify P3, P4, and I'm probably fighting for a top step.
Yeah.
Or fighting for a step on the podium, rather.
And my thing is I'm confident in – it's not confident. I have a confident opinion. That doesn't even make sense. I have an opinion where I think if Oscar is behind Max, he's going to chase him and give him a better fight than Lando ever will. So even if Lando's performing better and he deserves, obviously, if he out-qualifies him, he's going to out-qualify him. And then whatever happens from there happens from there. But if it's, hey, let's make sure Max doesn't win this championship, I would much rather put Oscar at odds to duke it out with him on the track than Lando.
But I think if it lines up correctly, I think that's what you have to do just because Oscar's leading. But I mean, I know
they literally asked, I think they asked Max and Lewis in an interview, and they're saying, do you think McLaren is favoring Lando? And Max like hesitated, and Lewis immediately went, oh yeah, absolutely. And I was like, okay, that was sweet that he just said that. But I mean, it's clear as day that there's favoritism right now with Zach Brown. Obviously, his prodigy child or prodigal son is Lando.
Yeah.
So makes me just root for Oscar more because you're like, dude, stacks are like all the odds are stacked up against this guy. Like, let's see him pull it off. Let's see him do it. One conversation, I'm with you. Mercedes had a tough week, but I'm really, I've been paying attention to this a lot more than most people probably have just because I don't know why. But the Red Bull second seat for next year keeps having my interest. And the main thing I'm looking at now is Yuki's performing pretty well. As we said, he got 7th in this past race. And then also Liam Lawson's point differential in the standings right now from Isaac Hadjar's is only, where are we at now? 9. So that's a decent amount, I guess, if they're fighting for like midfield spots, but they keep swinging on and off in momentum on these races. I'm pretty sure Isaac finished in front of Liam, which he...
Well, did Isaac also have a tough one? Didn't he crash?
No, Isaac did not finish in front of Liam. Liam finished in front of Isaac, but they both weren't in the points, so it didn't really matter. But
they were down low.
I feel like momentum-wise, Liam has been performing better in the past couple races.
As of late, for sure.
I don't know, like, what does Yuki have to do to keep the seat? I think he has to at least get a podium to keep the seat if Isaac's already podium in the Racing Bull. Or Yuki just has to be in the mix of, like, 5th and 6th rather than just hanging out on the back end of the points.
He's got to be competitive. He needs to be wedged in between the two Ferraris the rest of the year.
But he's doing a good job, like, of moving up. But it's one of those things where, okay, is it too late now? Like, is it
too little, too late? I totally agree. The question is, what does he have to do? It's wedge himself in between the two Ferraris somehow.
Yeah,
or be on their butt. Like he's got to come in clutch to beat Ferrari and the constructors. Because if he doesn't score any points, they're going to have a lot harder of a time passing Ferrari. I mean, I know it is what it is now, but it's harder when you only have one guy finishing the points.
I mean, the gap between you guys and Red Bull right now is 3 points. 3 points,
right?
It's just crazy, dude.
That third step, I mean, the reach even to Mercedes isn't out of it. That's what I was concerned about this weekend. I was like, okay, well, Ferrari steps towards Mercedes, Red Bull steps towards Mercedes, but Red Bull also steps towards Ferrari.
Yeah, in order to get Mercedes, they have to go through you. So
right.
I mean, maybe you both jump them. Like, who knows? But, dude, it's stacking up to be interesting. I still can't believe we're dealing with this papaya shit, though. It's kind of getting out of hand. It's getting really, like, it's making me frustrated, which is, like, I think good because it makes you want to watch every race and just see how they can continuously do whatever the heck they're doing. Speaking of watching another race, Mexico Grand Prix, I feel like everybody loves this race.
I mean, it's a cool track. To be honest, I'm looking at the layout right now. I don't even remember that first little section. Yeah, dude, it's super flat. It's like a flat double chicane deal. It's like 3 or 4 90-degree turns.
So maybe
3 DRS zones and a long front straight, which is always
good for the guys in blue.
Yeah,
the boys in blue.
Then there's high speed turns. Like I will say, looking at the track layout, you get down into turn 6 through 12. You come out of 11, it's like the super high speed deal, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You shoot straight out into this little back straight in between 11 and 12 with the DRS zone, and then down into a pretty good section of the track in sector 3. There's a hairpin back there. It seems like something always happens there. There's probably the best seats in the house. They pack people in there too. Race is super well attended. It's always a cool setting, no doubt.
Yeah, I think the next two races, I think most people track-wise love Brazil. So probably more of a focus on that one. And Vegas. So back-to-back, like, banger tracks for, like, racers love it. I think the U.S. Grand Prix and Mexico are just fun. Also, they're closer to us, so maybe that's the bias that comes in there. But
yeah,
I'm not really even sure what to think now. Like, everything in my head just says Max is going to clean sweep everybody. Why would you bet on anybody except for Max? And that's kind of where I'm feeling. If we want to get into predictions, my immediate thought is I have Max winning. I have Max at pole. And, like, for me, it just feels like Lando's going to get P2 again. But I really don't want that to happen, so I'm gonna say it's Oscar, and then let's say George for P3. Even though I will say Charles is now like making me question that more.
Yeah.
But to what extent? It was one off weekend where George really has gotten the best of him, if not just completely disconnected his, not himself from Charles, but just that comparison to where Carr and everything seems to work better with George, and he's just more reliable.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with that. I think,
and that's not a dig at Charles, because I think Ferrari's just kind of been all over the place.
There was also some stuff that came out. Not to just harp on my own team here, but there's also some stuff that came out about Lewis talking about how he wanted to do some changes, like managerial changes or something to that tune, that he wanted to implement when he signed his contract. Apparently it's like part of his deal that the changes he wants to make internally with people like have to be heard out, and they were not hearing him out the front half of this year. He finally like had to sit down, I guess, and said like, look guys, if we want to win, this is what we got to do.
Yeah.
When I came here, this was part of the deal. Let's do it. And then boom, look at that. They both had a good weekend.
Okay.
Going into Mexico, that was a tangent. Going into Mexico, Carlos won here last year, by the way. Mm-hmm. So
last Ferrari to ever win. So.
Right. Yeah, sadly. But
I'm just saying, dude, it's just the facts.
He's good on this track, though. It should be good for y'all. For sure.
What do you think prediction-wise? What's your P1, P2, P3?
Pole, give me Lando.
To win the race or to pole as in qualifying?
Qualify P1.
Okay.
Race, I want Max, Oscar, Charles.
That's almost what I did, and I threw in George instead. Okay. Okay.
I think we could see
anything.
A classic Lando Norris just mental blow up.
I would love it. The awesome. Thing is, the issue is it's not even him. It's freaking Zach Brown making me hate him, bro. Zach Brown making me hate Lando, and that's
Zach Brown is doing this guy an injustice. He's making him hated,
dude. Yeah, dude. And Oscar's just I don't know.
Well, what do you have to complain about? What do you have to even raise an eyebrow at? Your team has been not so great for quite a while. You started getting hot last year. You've been hot as an iron this whole year. What do you have to even question? Let your dudes drive. They are winning. Don't stir the pot. Don't pour gas on the fire.
It's ego, though, because he's back-to-back constructors, and he's like, dude, it's the team, bro, and this is how we roll here at McLaren. We got 2 1s, bro.
Yeah,
we got 2 1s, dude.
Yeah, Lando Norris. Yeah, shut up.
We got 2 1s. And he's like, dude, I get it. I get that's your thing. But also there comes a point where you go, oh, yeah, that guy Max who owns real estate in my sweet boy's brain. It's like,
sweet baby head.
Get him the heck out, dude. Like, you got to be a little bit smarter in the idea that, yeah, Max is now officially a threat. He's clean sweep the past 3 races?
Yeah.
Maybe a little concern should be had, but
yeah, I think that that should be a little cause for fear.
What do I know, dude? But let's see. Let's round out, I guess, the points here. Let's do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
Let it rip.
All right. Carlos. Let's say 4th place, dude. Let's get a little weird.
You're gonna do that. As soon as I said he won, you're like,
yeah. All right, so let's do Carlos 4th place. Let's do 5th place Lewis. Let's do 6th place Yuki Tsunoda, just to put it out there in the universe. 7th place Charles. He just wants to see what it's like to be Lewis Hamilton for a week.
That is brutal.
8th place. Let's do Kimi.
Okay.
I want him back in the points, so let's have him back in the points. I don't see why he can't. We can kind of get. Let's do a 9th place for Alex. I just don't see it being hot. It seems like Carlos's momentum is building, and Alex's is just kind of like ebbing a little bit. I don't think either of them are driving poor. I just think this is just how racing works, especially in a midfield team like that. You get hot or you get cold, and it's not really in between. And then let's round it out because Alex was 9th, 10th place, final points. Let's do the crazy boy Liam Lawson. I think he takes somebody out of the race, and then they don't get a penalty. He just finishes 10th.
Love it.
That's what I think.
For me, what am I gonna go for? Give me back-to-back Lewis at 4. Give me George Kimmy 5, 6. Give me Carlos 7. Oh, guest on the pod. What did I say? Carlos 7. Alex. No. I'm gonna go Hajar Lawson, double points for RB.
Okay.
And Alex 10.
You mean V carb?
Potato.
I like that. Is there any way one of the McLarens crashes and doesn't finish the race?
Yeah.
If one crashes, who do you think it's gonna be?
Lando.
Yeah.
Lando Norris.
I think that was pretty good. I think there's potentially a chance Oscar gets taken out early again.
Oh,
It'll
no,
break
don't
my
even
heart.
plant that, dude.
But I'm just saying, I'm preparing myself mentally for it to happen. But besides that, I just see Max doing his thing and just putting himself in there again to be like, hey, dude, I'm that guy. Obviously, I know there's a dog on my lap, but putting himself in there and
You're
being
definitely
like,
that guy.
I'm here, by the way. And then Lando starts freaking out, and then it's all over again.
It's disastrous. I don't know. I think, really going into the tail end of the season, we're in for some good stuff. It's not going to not be exciting. It doesn't really matter what happens. This drivers' championship fight is obviously coming down to the wire and will continue to come down to the wire as long as they both perform. You've got that battle for second, I guess.
Second, third, and fourth.
In constructors. You have Williams that's just cruising along.
We're in a pretty good spot. 111, next up 72. I think we've kind of got that locked in 5th place, which is insane to think, but it's pretty awesome.
But give me some dicey action on the 6-7 spot. 3 points?
6-7, dude, seriously?
Oh, it's the constructors, dude. It's money.
I was just saying that because of the trend, dude.
Oh. Did we talk about that last week? I still don't know what that means.
It just means whatever. So you're like, what are you up to, man? 6-7.
Oh, cool.
Like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
I'm hip.
Yeah, I'm hip. Yeah, I'm there.
I'm so hip, bro.
I'm so hip.
Yeah, no, I like the mix up in the bottom of the pack. Like, what's gonna happen? Lance Stroll, is he gonna continuously pop out a freaking 6th or 7th out of nowhere? And Fernando's just been scraping the bottom of the barrel, but he's getting those points in. So
he's getting his points in.
Kick has been in the early stage. You get the podium with Kick, and then Bortoletto heats up after Hulk kind of takes the hiatus from being like, yeah, I'm that guy. I got the podium. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
But then recently it's been like hit or miss race wise, and I feel like the same thing with Haas. Haas is either in it or they're not in it at all. It's
track dependent. I think those guys really struggle sprint weekends because they only have like one practice session to dial in the car.
Yeah. I don't know.
They just need more data.
It's pretty interesting how early you're thinking, I mean, dude, Kick had more points than Ferrari. What was it?
No.
Race 3?
Yeah, like 4 races in.
And we were just like, dude, what the hell is
happening? What is happening?
Crazy. And then everything kind of settles in. I mean, Alpine is just – I think Alpine's been the most consistent team this year. I got to give them hats off to them. Consistently just dog shit.
Yeah.
They're horrible, dude. And
how does Pierre have 20 points?
Because he's that guy. Dude, my main question is how has Jack Doohan not gotten like a second chance? I think it has to be the money. I mean, they rode with that yellow livery on their Alpine last week, right? And I'm pretty sure that's a sponsor that Franco brings in because Williams rocked one of those last year as well. So I think money talks, and that's potentially why Doohan doesn't have another shot. I think Franco should have not taken that seat in like the retrospect of how much hype the kid had. He could have sat behind Carlos and Alex and just chilled out and waited for a good seat to pop up and then still drawn the hype that he had, and he would have been picked over a lot of other people that are coming into the market because he's already produced. And instead, we're sitting here like, this guy stinks. He can't keep it on the track, and it's not necessarily him. It's just maybe the fact that he's been in two cars that are nearly impossible to keep on the track. Right. FW46 last year for Williams, showing now how Alex is driving the 47 with the limited amount of crashes and mishaps he's having, shows the 46 was probably one of the harder cars to drive.
Yeah, it's hard to drive.
Ever put out.
Yep. So. It's been that way. We've talked about that. It's been that way the past 5 years. Cars have been hard to drive. No hit on Logan Sargent. I mean, America. But
dude, what's a kilometer?
Yeah, but I mean, the car wasn't easy to drive. It wasn't really on him.
No, it really
wasn't. For a different little side segment here.
Shoot.
Here's what we have for the betting odds for the Mexican Grand Prix. Max Verstappen is the favorite.
Yeah.
Following him, Lando, Oscar, George, Charles, Lewis.
That's pretty Lewis.
Lewis above Kimi is kind of shocking. Not gonna lie. For I guess for a race win, Lewis
now that I'm thinking about it, Lewis definitely makes the most sense to be up next. I was just trying to make a talking point there, and I had nothing, bro. I just think that Carlos would get a win probably before Lewis.
Oh, dude, don't. No, probably not.
I don't know. I'm not as cocky as I once was. We got our podium. Once we got our podium, my dad just kept. I watched it with my dad, and he kept looking at me. He's like, "You seem really excited." I'm like, "Dad, you have no idea, dude."
Yeah, dude, you have no clue.
I've been a part of this team for 3 years now.
Yeah. There's been pain.
I've been the most fake OG of all time. I just want Albon to get his podium again, dude. He's been itching for one. I don't think it's gonna be this week. Maybe Brazil, we get some crazy rain and we get Albon hydroplaning that thing across, and we just
dude, that's what he loves.
Steez, bro.
I mean,
so steez.
We're thinking about possibilities here. Let's say you have a Max Lando Oscar qualifying. That's your top three. 3 cars can crash at the same time.
Yeah.
What happens if someone goes for a crazy dive bomb? Guy in third can't get out of the way.
Somebody in orange,
and then boom, they're all dead.
Somebody in orange is going to do that, but he's only going to take out his teammate most likely because that's just how this shit works.
Yeah, it's how it rolls.
Yeah.
We're just going to pop a tire off our teammate, break our suspension.
Lando's had what? 2 dive bombs, took out himself in Canada, and then that sprint race. Oh, well, one was successfully around Oscar to then cause a bunch of issues, and then now this one to knock them both out of the race. So,
yeah.
But Lando got a stern slap on the hand, and then Zach Brown probably coddled him afterwards to make sure he was okay.
It's called good teamwork, dude.
Whatever. All right, I got
it's the way of the world. That's all I got too. We'll follow up after this one. What is our schedule after that? Because
I have it pulled up. We got November 7th and 9th, so we have a week off.
Yeah.
And then we have Vegas is the last race of the year, or no? No, it's not.
No. Abu Dhabi.
No. I'm so dumb.
Oh, there's Qatar Lusail, which is freaking awesome track, and then Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, Qatar and Abu Dhabi, and that's it. But we're closing in on the end of the season.
I know, man. We're getting there. It's only going to get better.
Also, I said Max has won the past 3. That was a lie. George Russell won Singapore.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Beast.
But Max is hot, nonetheless.
Yeah, he got P2. We're fine. He's rocking along.
He's up there.
Apologize for the dog jumping in the background of my video, but
that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. They're just excited for the end of the F1 season.
They can't wait, dude. Rigsby's just trying to illustrate what it's like to be Max, and Archie's trying to show what it's like to be Lando, dude.
Yep.
Max is always on top. All right. Well, on that note, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Drop the mic. See ya.